Hi, I'm Ralph Grizzle, an American journalist traveling in Sweden. Today I'm headed to Båstad, a gorgeous seaside resort that's gained international acclaim from an annual tennis tournament it hosts. The Swedish Open attracts some of the biggest names in the sport. Now, Båstad is beautiful, but I think you'll find the journey along the Bjäre Peninsula equally as gorgeous. We drove along some of the most beautiful highways in southern Sweden. We passed through Torekov, a charming fishing village that's also a thriving summer resort. We also stopped at Hovshalle, another nature reserve where the famous Swedish director Ingmar Bergman shot parts of his film The Seventh Seal. We had a fika at Flickorna Lundgren, where one of Sweden's former kings enjoyed the vanilla hearts cake, and so did we. And then we headed to a special farmhouse where an opera singer once lived. She once told an interviewer that she began to sing before she could walk. She grew up in this farmhouse in this beautiful countryside, and I'm talking about Birgit Nilsson, a farm girl who went on to become one of the world's most famous sopranos. This spot is now a museum and also her old home. Let's go inside to meet her niece and to learn more about this fascinating lady. Birgit Nilsson was a dramatic sopranist who performed operatic and symphonic works. Her voice was noted for its overwhelming force and its bountiful reserves of power. She was particularly gifted at hitting the high notes. So Birgit was capable of hitting such high notes that she sometimes broke things.
Yes, she did. There's a remarkable story about how she cracked the windows in a church in Sweden when she sang. But it's not the only thing she cracked. Once she sang in Tehran, and she had bought some beautiful earrings. And at the concert that evening when she sang, she cracked one of them. And it was her voice that made it crack.
Wow. The farmhouse where Birgit Nilsson grew up and loved to return to all of her life is next door to the museum. We went inside to see it just as Birgit had left it when she died on Christmas Day in 2005 at the age of 87. Even if you've never heard of Birgit Nilsson, this is a place that you can appreciate. It's not often that you come to a museum where you can learn about a person's professional career and then walk next door to the farmhouse where they grew up. Birgit Nilsson was a simple farm girl who went on to international acclaim. But this is the place that she loved coming back to and spending time, and I know that you will too. Our next stop was Båstad, one of Sweden's most beautiful towns. With its iconic bathhouse at Hotel Skansen and its nearly always blue skies, Båstad is known for its gorgeous coastline, as well as the Swedish Open tennis tournament, attracting great players like Serena Williams since 1948. I walked the town's lovely streets to find another tradition Båstad is known for, and that is weaving. Today I want to tell you about a remarkable woman. Her name was Märta Fjäderström, and she wanted her art to be appreciated on floors. I'm here in Båstad in one of Northern Europe's most important weaveries. Let's go see what it's all about. Works of art have been produced here since 1919. Today, the rugs and woven textiles are produced on specially built looms, and all by hand using designs and instructions that have been passed down from generation to generation. It's part museum and part shop, with wonderful displays of color. In addition to the classical carpets, there are also contemporary carpets. This one on my right, for example, this is the audio waveforms of a trout transferred into the fabric of a carpet. And on my left, well, this is the audio waveforms of a satellite landing on a planet. There's a saying here that these carpets are not expensive, but they do cost a lot. Now, this particular design is owned by Steven Spielberg, and guess where he has it? On his bathroom floor. That would have made Märta Fjäderström very proud. I'm standing here beside a statue of Birgit Nilsson. Now, if you remember, she was the farm girl who went on to become the beloved and world-class sopranos. We only had time to show you a few of the many things that you can do here in Northwest Skåne. To experience it all, you'll have to plan a visit for yourself. I'm Ralph Grizzle, and I'll see you in the next beautiful destination.